Record. All right. Welcome. Evolve Wellness team call, September 20th. I hope my internet holds up because it's a little unstable. I can see Carol is frozen on my screen as we speak. We may be small, but we are mighty. And hopefully we have a couple more people jump on. And if not, there's no shame. Carol and I actually chatted for half an hour earlier, and now we're going to chat some more. For those of you that weren't able to make the team call for Boomerang Wellness yesterday on Wednesday, Carl Deichler, the CEO of Beachbody, spoke to our huge team, Just Keep Pushing, Limitless, Boomerang, Evolve. It was amazing. I honestly felt extremely honored to be on that call because he's a very busy man. And I also feel like he kind of says it as it is. And it's nice to hear from, the team that's creating the tools that we use every single day. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what he had to say. If you haven't watched that call, please go back and watch it. I shared it on the Evolve page. It's also on the Boomerang page. But he talked a bit about the things that are going to be released in the near future. He couldn't talk about all of them, but I do want to make sure that you guys are aware of the momentum that is coming. Shift Shop Proving Grounds is on its way. More details to come here shortly. It's supposed to release in October. It's going to be another one where you need to be tracking to be able to prove your own beat your best type thing. So you really are looking at like going an extra 5 seconds or getting an extra 5 reps and working your way up. So I'm interested to see when that launches. I'm really interested to see what kind of background it's going to have or what the workouts will be like. The original Shift Shop was pretty awesome. And I have no idea if it'll be a VIP access or not. So we're just all in that stage where we're waiting and it's exciting. As well as that, there's a little more Obsessed that's going to come out here in October, somewhere between October and Christmas. Pumpkin Spice Latte, Pumpkin Spice Shakeology releases October 11th. It's going to sell out quick. So if you want that, make sure that that date is in your calendar and you're ordering that. Always order your Shakeology HD if you're getting an extra bag or if you're just changing it to make sure you save on that shipping. As well as that, the best of the best is coming out come January, which is Transform 20 with Shaun T. Shaun T has got my heart, and so I am so excited for a new program with him, and I am pumped to be able to take it on my holiday. I'm pumped to see what kind of results and just to have his face on my screen again. And of course, the momentum between having Shaun T is known, worldwide for being a trainer and his different programs. And here, Beachbody and Shaun T are releasing a massive epic program in January when everybody is looking to change their lifestyle and to hit those New Year's resolutions. So what perfect timing. And that's what I absolutely love about this company is that they think of those things ahead of time and they allow us to build our businesses because they've done the grit. They've done the work, which is just incredible to me. The fact that we don't have to handle a product, the fact that they ship it all for us. Yes, it might be a little expensive, I get that, but totally worth it. He also talked about having to have belief in this this company and in the products, and I obviously am 100% in on Beachbody, their all natural products, Shakeology, what it's done for my life, my health, my skin, my hair, my nails, my digestive system, all of those things. Hearing him talk about the things that I know how great it is, the adaptogens, the phytonutrients, the immunity boosters. I just chatted with a girl yesterday who said, I have to laugh at this with people and you're welcome to use my stories when you're chatting with other people too, is that I love statuses that talk about being sick because I turn around right underneath it and I say, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better soon. I'm 2.5 years and I haven't even gotten a common cold. Would you like to know my secret? And then they'll say something like, well, I have children and they're in schools and they bring home all the bugs. And I'm like, I'm an RN that works emergency and acute care, and it's influenza season. I'm actually going to be immunizing people for influenza. I know all about the bugs, and I still haven't gotten sick. Would you like to try my secret? So these are things that open people's eyes because it's true. I legit haven't gotten sick. It's been pretty incredible, and I owe that not only to Shakeology, but a healthy lifestyle, sweating out the bugs, and having a strong body. He also talked about why he wouldn't drink it if he didn't believe in it. And he knows quality over quantity. He says you cannot produce that product for any cheaper than he offers it to us. And so you know that there's quality behind it. And I can't actually, did I write it down? He said, he compared, what did he compare it to? Carol, do you remember? He said comparing, oh, now, of course, the one thing I didn't write down. I have like 3 pages of notes from that call and I didn't write that down. But he just said, like, you can go to Walmart, or you can go, like, you can go to Walmart and buy the cheaper product, and you're not going to get the quality that's there. And a lot of people don't understand that. And that's why it's important for us to educate people on the difference between a protein shake and Shakeology. And if you guys are struggling with that, that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. I have videos, I have information. I can do a call for you. I can talk about it. I've got a video on my YouTube about my own story, Marie Barker and her gut health, all of that type of stuff, and just talk about it with pride. You can, like I said, you can use my stories if you're still building your own journey. There's nothing wrong with that. And ask questions. Where do they lack energy? Where do they have cravings? All of that type of stuff. And you can tell from the groups that we're in that it really is creating a difference in people's lives. Carol and I talked just a little bit earlier about his, he talked about, like creating momentum in these last few months and this last quarter. You can be the coach that just coasts into the new year, or you can be that coach that pushes. And what he talked about was that if you're roller skating up a hill, you have to work at it, work at it, work at it, work at it. So when Transform 20 and January hits and people are looking to get fit, you can coast with all that momentum that you've already gotten to shoot you further into it. But if people don't trust you because you've only been talking, you're like, oh yeah, you talked about lift 4 here, and 8 weeks later you haven't talked about it. Even if you quit it, just be honest about it. For whatever reason, people will trust you more if you're honest about your journey. They want it to be relatable. They don't want some fitness model telling them what they should eat or what they should be doing. They want real life, and that's what we're here to show. We have an obesity issue in North America alone, let alone the UK is worse than North America. And that truly is what we're trying to change. And Carl Deichler turns around and says that every single time, that he's not in the market to sell 100 challenge packs. He's in the market to change 100 lives, because if you change 100 lives, that's only going to continue to change lives underneath them. You know, a mom and a kid and the kid's friends and the mom's friends and all of that reaches that are out there is why we do what we do. And so you need to remember that when you're talking with people. We're here to be able to give you that support, but be proud of what we're doing, not because you're trying to sell them a product and make a paycheck, but because you know that these tools work and that we are proof that they work. Whether it's a 5-pound weight loss, but the confidence gained, or a 60-pound weight loss and the ability to keep it off, reminding them that this is natural, safe weight loss. And you know what? If they tell you no, just remember that it's a not right now. And he really pushed to ask more questions. We're in a leadership training right now that I watched some videos with that. Ask more questions. Ask them why it's no good right now. And then tell them, okay, that sounds great. I'll follow up with you after your vacation in October, and I will check in, and then write their name down, and they will appreciate the fact that you checked in with them and that you remembered them. While I'm on that note, I'm thinking about the exclusivity that we also talked about on that call, and that with the VIP access of Lift 4, it really did create momentum because people want to feel special. So if you start your conversation with, I love your feed, I love your posts, I'm really attracted to you, tell me, what do you do for your health and wellness? They're going to be like, wow, this girl actually cares about me. She's not just out to share a challenge pack. And you are not a part of Evolve Wellness if you're only out to sell a challenge pack, because our hearts are in the right place and we attract our tribe. And so that is something that I love. And just remember when you're hearing those no's, that it's not right now and that that's okay. Because you don't want to drag them along. You want them to jump in with both feet. So keep that in mind. Just reading my notes. Yeah, it says here, visualizing, helping people change lives, not the Success Club points. So don't stress over that side of it. Showing up on your social media will allow you to be confident and allow people to understand and build trust and want to join you on your journey. So just stay consistent. Have the courage to ask questions. These are some of the notes that I wrote. Remember, that it costs less than $4.80. Marie Barker talks about it relating to Starbucks. Do they have a Starbucks addiction? Do you know firsthand when you're chatting with them that they're constantly stopping? Tell them the difference between spending $4.50 on a latte and $4.50 on the shake, and be proud of that. A lot of what actually he started talking a bit about coaching as well, and he said that people don't know the opportunity that awaits them if you don't tell them what's out there. And if you see somebody that's thriving in this journey, always encourage them to pay that forward. One of the best parts about coaching is that it's at your own pace. You're not spending X amount of dollars on a product that you're not using. All you're doing is living the life and paying that forward. So if you're finding that you're holding back, most likely that's because fear is doing that to you. And if you allow that fear to control you, you're going to continue to sit back and watch people succeed. But if you jump into that fear with 2 feet and you just know that you're coming from the right place with the right ideas, then you know that what you're doing is that you're not just trying to sell them a product, that it's authentic. That's the word I was looking for. That you're really just reaching out to them because you want to see them succeed, and you have the tools to help them do that. So helping people have them step up enhances their lives, which enhances your life. And that's the beauty of it. That's why we do what we do, right? So know that if they're rejecting what you're offering, that it only feels like rejection if you're looking for the sale. It doesn't feel like rejection if it's your lifestyle and they're not into it. That's cool. You might wear jeans when I wear yoga pants. Your favorite restaurant's The Keg, where mine's Montana's. We all have different opinions of what we want to be doing, and don't shy away from offering it to somebody. I've had personal trainers change their lives. I've had people that love the gym, that had kids that changed their lives. So you can still offer it. Don't allow your judgments of what they do or not do affect what you say to them, because your judgments on them is unfair. When I started, she had no idea, that I was even looking to lose weight or that I was watching her journey, right? People don't know what is out there if you don't offer it. And you know what? Hi, Corin. And you know what? If you say no, if they say no, that's okay. Because we know that there's more people out there to be able to help. So that's sort of my rant. He fired me up. I am super excited about this last quarter. I'm trying to talk to as many people as I can. You all know that the Positivity Project, our core home, is available for you to invite to as a challenge group. Feel free to reach out and make other connections with other coaches, host different groups. That is what this is about. And if you ever want to be able to help me in the Positivity Project, Carol's launching into next week, which I really appreciate. There is practice to be had, apprentice posting. You can never say the wrong thing, and I am willing to help coach you through that. So I know, Carol, it just ended up you and I, but do you have any questions? Anything that I can talk about?
Well, my biggest takeaway is definitely ask questions. In order to generate conversation, you need to have a conversation. For me, I think I'm going to try and lean more towards actually voice messaging people instead of texting it. I'm old school. I like words. I like voice. I come across too salesy or too whatever. I want to come across as me when I'm talking to future people who I'm going to help, future people who I'm going to help learn how to coach. And to me, I think that's kind of my trend that I'm doing, and just really focusing on It's not about a sale. It's about helping people. And I really had to change my mindset to that as well. Incorporating, yeah, you're incorporating your exercise and your TV mindset, which is great. But that's not what people want to hear. They want to hear about you. They want to hear about what's going on in your heart and soul and your home.
Carol, absolutely. And I have really turned towards voice messages as well, mostly because they're short. But everybody that I send voice messages to says to me, thank you for that incredible message. I really appreciate hearing your voice and knowing that you're a real human being and that you're not just sitting behind the screen. And so that tells me more and more that I should keep doing it as well. Asking those questions is beautiful. That's exactly it. My conversations always start after, a brief like hello. It's always, tell me where you struggle. Tell me what are your pain points. Is it self-confidence? Is it nutrition? Is it workouts? Is it time? Is it money? I want to hear from you so that I can better find a pack that suits your needs and that I can better coach you through it. So that's beautiful. And you're right. Like, you can help them in all of those ways. They don't need to know that it's to be mindset or portion fix or whatever, because you can attribute that to whatever they say to you. So yeah, ask those questions, as well as I find that when I ask those questions, I get to find more and more out about that person. And so you can even use that if they're a not right now to be able to go back later and be like, I hear that you wanted to create those things. Are you ready to jump in with both feet? Because I'm here to support you through those goals. And people really do love that you're listening to them. And so I love that idea, Carol. And thank you for mentioning it, because the voice notes are authentic and that's what we're about. And listening to people and what they struggle with really does go a long, long way. As well as if you feel like you're saying too much, you are. Back it off and say less. Less is more. Allow them to come back with questions. Allow them to tell you where they're confused or what they need. Allow short conversations instead of these long, drawn out things. It takes time. It takes practice. I'm here to always, help support you in those messages, especially when we're learning, because like anything else, like you didn't learn to write your name in one day. It takes practice. So that's a huge part of it. So love that. Great tips. All right.
I'm trying to think of another question, but you're like bang on.
Yeah, and you know what? We're at 9:28 anyways, which is half an hour for the team call. So I think we did pretty good. And we might have been a smaller group today, but that's all right. I enjoy seeing your face, of course, and chatting. And I'm sure that people will watch this recording, and I hope that they get as fired up as I do, as well as if you want me to talk about something specific for our next team call, just drop me an inbox, because I'm willing to do the research and figure out whatever you need and try to come back, because we're all in very different places right now. And so I struggle a bit with what you need. So again, just like my challengers, I want to know from you guys what you need from me so that I can better serve you, because that's really what I'm here for. So you guys let me know if there's anything that you need, okay?
I will.
Okay, Carol, we'll talk to you later.
Sandy.
Bye.